Hi guys, welcome to the flight this evening. As we're down in Madagascar, we're going to be doing a flight down to Africa in Beira. As we're here with the Ethiopian Airlines delivery in the 737-800. On our charts today, we are going to be going for a flight level of 340. We're on a 2-hour flight, cost of deck's week 9, and we're going to go straight over from Madagascar, just over onto the coast of Beira, where the airport sits in Zambia. So, don't forget to like and subscribe guys, leave your comments down below. We're not using Vulkan today, so we'll get some lovely rain in for the liberating effects. And help us get to that 2k subscriber goal. So, now we can get inside the cockpit and start the aircraft up ready for our departure out of the runway. Okay, so we're in the 737-800 now, so we'll go overhead now. We'll put our battery on and guarded, standby power is guarded, and ground power is on. After that we'll go to bat and ground power. From there we'll get the IRSs aligned, ready to go, so we'll stick them to nav. Can test our flaps, which are set. We'll test the flight data recorder, which is set. We'll do our stall warnings after the electrics and that are all up, which is set. Landing lights 3 green, which is also set. Can go down onto the central console now. Test the cargo heat. Test the fires. So we can see that we've got the overheat there. And we've got the overheat detection there, which is all set. Test the bottles, which are all good. We can go ahead now and put on our panel lights. So we're not using Vulkan today, we'll be using the normal OpenGL. So window heats can go on, trim out, turn on the packs. Bleeds are on, we're going for 340, which is set. So we'll go over now, get our front panel lights on. Okay, which are set. We'll get our first officers, which is set. We'll go in and get the IRS now as we go in. So we've got a 26k rating. We are going from Foxtrot Mike India, which is set. On our departure route, as we take off from the runway, there is a departure. So for our arrival in Beira, it's Foxtrot, Quebec, Bravo, Romeo, which we can put in, which is set. So we'll go to our departure now, and we are going to be departing for runway 29, and we're leaving out on the Kekin 1 Whiskey, which is right here. After that, on our route, they're all directs, so we're going to be going to Dobar. From Dobar we're going to be going to Imkib. From Imkib we've got Netum. From Netum we've got IXEG. After IXEG we've then got SVEB. Then from SVEB we are then going to go on to our arrivals, where we are going to come in for Etba, for the Etba 1 Bravo. So we've got Etba, okay, so we'll go to the arrival now. So we're going to be taking the Etba 1 Bravo for the RMP 30. We want to put the glide slope on, so then we've got the cancel out the Ian approach, and transition is going to be for Ivoba. As we can see, there's our initial approach fix. So we come in at Etba, then we follow it down on the 312 at 3,300 feet, where we then get to Ivoba, which is our initial approach fix, and then Atman, which is our initial fix, and then we'll go straight down onto the runway. And then once we hit Aplab, that's where we come straight down onto the 3.23 degree glide path. So it should be fun. We'll see what happens today with all this weather. So we'll go overhead now, everything's all good there. Iris are aligned, so your damper can come on. We'll put the one pump on, we'll get the APU all started up, ready to go. Okay, we'll turn our position lights to steady. Any collision, logo can go on. Elevation down in the airport is going to be 35, so put that in as 50 for now. As the APU now starts up and gets ready to go, we can see that we are going to leave out of 29, which is the 294. Okay, which is set. And we can set the left side onto the 294 course, as on the right side we're going to use for our departure route. So as we leave out onto the 294, we will use the antenna Navarro, the 115.1 over on the left hand side. So there's the 111.5, 115.1, sorry. Okay, so there's our VOR there, which you can see spring to life. As you can see, the runway is directly diagonally beside us. So we come out onto the 294, where we're then going to make a right turn to then intercept for the Kekin onto the 337 to Ankazob. So Ankazob is the ADF, which is 385. Okay. So 385 is set. And 385 is set on the ADFs, so we can stick that in on the first officers, as we don't need it now. So we've got the VOR and we've also got the ADF as well, once the IRS is aligned. So we'll go in and get the IRS all set up, ready to go. As I set the yaw damper and I thought that it was all ready to go. So Foxtrot Mike India, go to the left GPS, which is set. We'll go back, set that in. Displays will now come to life, and now we can see there's the VOR coming out, and you can see there's the ADF where we intercept to then come on to the 337. So we can switch that like that. So then we can get the ADF as well, which is right there, and then there's our VOR. So we're all set to go pretty much. We'll go in and get our revs up and activate everything off. We're going to our perf. We've got reserves of 2, cost index is 9. We're going for 340, which is set. For the ISA and cruise wind, we have got 137015. And we've also got minus 39. Okay, which is set. M1 limit, full takeoff. And we'll go to climb 1. Takeoff will be flaps 5s, a 135, 138, and a 144. So if we go back, we'll take full climb out, and we'll go to climb 2 on our takeoff, which was 135, 138 and 144. So I'm not going to set up the weather part as well, so V2 is 144 plus 15, which will be our 159. So we're all set there. Any altitude restrictions? So as there is none coming out, we can say we've been cleared straight up to 340, which is set. So everything is all above board now. We are all set to go. QNHs are 1016, which are set. Overhead panel now, switch over now the APU gen, switch over the buses, we'll get the probes on after we've finished. We can now turn the engine bleeds on and turn the APU bleed on. We'll arm the emergency lights, get the fasten seatbelts on, turn on the electrics, yaw dampers are on, and we can get all the fuel pumps open and ready to go. So we are all set, isolation valves are open. And what we can do now is we can turn everything off. Okay, doors are locked. So when we push back, we're going to come out. We'll enter onto the runway from apron 3 to Echo, and then we'll come down, turn around and blast out of runway 29. So as you can see, our V speeds, we've got rotate 138, so we will get out pretty quick today. We don't need no anti-ice or anything like that. So what we can do is we can call the tug now and get ready. So the tug's now going to drive us up. We can see our departure out as we leave out onto the 294, which is right there. Then we take that right turn to intercept the 337, which the ADF will kick in once we come out. So we are all set to go. There's a tug now coming. And there's a Tango November. So tug's now going to push us up. Let's transponder to TA. Can now turn the packs off.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Okay, throw response, arm warning is checked. So tug's going to lift us up now. And from leaving out on to the 294. So 9.1 DME, we make that right turn. Which will then lead us to intercept for Tango November, which we have the ADF on our side too, as we can see.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, so go and release the parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Okay, so we'll go ahead. We'll go on our overhead now. I'll put the engine starts to both, and packs are off and set. So we'll go for engine number 2. See our start valve's now open. N2 is now increasing. Oil pressure will spring to life, and 25% N2 will inject fuel, and then EGT will increase. Okay, so engine number 2 starter cutout is back to off, so we'll go for engine number 1. Again, start valve's open, N2's increasing, oil pressure will come to life, and then 25% N2 will inject fuel, and
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
okay, so we'll set the parking brake now, so we can get released.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay, disconnecting tow, stand by. So once we leave out, it is going to be a little bit rocky. We'll wait until he leaves so he doesn't get fried by the weather radar. As we'll see just how bad things are up there before we do go. As I have missed seeing all the rain, as I do like the rocky arrivals, so I looked on the weather radar today and saw that there was a storm down in Beira. Okay, Okay, so what we'll do is, whilst he lets us go, we'll put our packs back to normal auto, isolation valve to auto, APU bleed can go off, and the engine bleeds can go on. Switch over the buses to the Gen 1, probes can go on.
Signal on the right. We'll see you next time on Have a Safe Flight.
Too soon, bye. APU is off now, and we can get our taxi straight on, ready for us to go. Switched over onto Gen 1. And we are all set now, ready to go from Madagascar. So we'll go outside and do our systems check as we get that all up and above board. So we'll go full left, full right, full forward, full backwards, rudder left, and rudder right, which is all set. We'll go in and get the centre of gravity as well. So it's going to be at 25.6, which gives us a 4.75 on the trim, which is just about set anyway, so we are all good there. So as we go over now, we'll get our window wipers on. As we haven't used them in a while. And we get our taxi charts now. So we're going to come out onto Echo and then string right round. So it looks like we are going to come out onto Charlie and then we'll taxi, but we should be able to go straight down, I should imagine. We'll go on to Charlie anyway. So overhead now, taxi lights are on. We can start flight leg 2. Okay. And cabin crew prepare for departure. So we'll draw our flaps 5, 138.
Boarding is now complete. Flight attendants prepare the cabins.
Okay,
Verify arm door, standby for all call.
And we'll start to power up. Once the brake can go to RTO, we can arm the LNAV.
Alright, you've got everyone strapped in. This will ring if you need anything.
And we'll arm the auto throttle. So it should be a rocky one today, as we can see weather in the area. So we'll see how we fare with the landing rate as well. So as we come onto Charlie now, we can see that we are going to enter the runway, so we can then backtrack down. So we just cross over the hold. We'll line ourselves up before we do. So there we go. So we can turn on our runway turn-offs. Position lights can go to strobes. Wheel and wheel well. Okay, so we'll take that right turn now.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Okay, so we can go max 50 knots down to the end. We'll go past Charlie. As you see, the wind's getting worse as well. So as we taxi on down to the end of the runway. So as we now get to the end, we can now get everything on. We've got our airports, etc. Turn the TRA on. As we get ready now to do a circle around and then get ready for our departure out. So we make that left turn around now. Take her nice and wide. Okay, so we're all set to go now. So what we can do is, brakes released, go to 40%. And toga. Okay, so here we go. Airspeed line.
80 knots.
Check. Throttle hold. Gear up. Check. So gear can go off and auto brake can be off as well. As we come up now,
1000.
Check 1000. Passing through 5000 feet now. As we're holding out for our V2 plus 15, coming out on the LNAV now as we are going into climb 2. So we can now speed up to our flaps 1 as we just lower the nose slightly, and as the wind slows down, but it will pick up in just a sec, so we'll lower the nose just slightly now once we get ready to then make that left turn. And as you can see, the aircraft's rocky all over the place. So as you can see, there's the rain coming back. As we now speed up for our flaps 1. Okay, so there's our flaps 1 now. And we can speed her up to 250, which is set. So flaps up now at 9.1 DME. We are then going to make that right turn. So speed brake is off, auto brake is off, flaps up, no lights, gear is off as well. We are passing through now 7003 as we're just reaching now 250. Okay, so the QNH is now be set back over, which are set. So passing 10,000 feet, we'll turn our landing lights off in just a second. So as we now pass down, we can turn our wipers off now as we make the climb up. So we'll pitch down now, passing through 12,000 feet, it's just still a little bit rocky. We can turn our landing lights off, runway turn-offs, taxis and wheel well, and we'll tell the cabin to just stay put for now. Okay, as we now get ready to make that left turn onto the 337. Okay, and passing through now, LNAV and VNAV can now be engaged, and we'll go up to our climb speed. So, there we go now, as we come across, and we'll start to make that speed up to our climb speed, passing through 14,000 feet, lower the nose just slightly. Stop at descent, so we'll carry on going as we slowly speed up now and take on to that right hand turn. Passing through 15,004, still hand flying the aircraft. pitch down as the flight director wants us to, just so we can speed up. So we're trying to keep that ascent going on as we do. So we come down a little bit, so carry on with our speed. As you see, the aircraft's very rocky. Ready for that left turn now. Okay, so we're going to that left turn. As we follow around now. At the start. Passing through 18,000 feet. Could use CWS, but we're holding the aircraft pretty well. Passing through 19,000 feet, still hand flying the aircraft. So we'll see if we can fly her all the way up to our cruise of 340. Passing through flight level 200 now. Down now. 280. Let's climb through flight level 220 now. Coming around now. 1 second, 281. Okay, which is set. Okay, as we pass through 230, we just lift up now to kill off just a little bit of speed. So I thought it'd be fun to do the approach, takeoff manually. So you can see exactly what it's like right now. I haven't even looked outside, just been looking at the flight director. And you see the winds are not nice at all. So passing through flight level 250. Still with that 280 track. Like you say, we should about see the last of this heavy weather before we get to Beira. So she's still a little rocky. But on our way out, boundary flight level 260. I think I'd say we're far over the bad weather for now. So what we can do is return on the autopilot, have the aircraft get reinstated back with the hill now. That's currently on VNAV speed now, as we now get ready to go up to flight level 340. So after takeoff checklist, got air conditioning pressurization which is set, engine start switches are continuous, engine anti-ice and wing anti-ice can go on. After that we've got our landing gear which is up and off, auto brake is off, flaps are up, no lights, and our tinters are set to standard barometric pressure. So to fly up now, as we get ready to come all the way in to lovely Beira. That's got more bad weather on the way. Anti-ice is on, as we come up to 340 now. So we'll see how the approach fares us on the landing rate, which we seem to see as well, as we now climb up. Coming on the 281. So what we can do is we'll go to our Takeoff settings, guys. So don't forget to like and subscribe, leave your comments down below. Helps get to that 2K subscriber goal. And I'll see you guys when it's time for us to come to our top of descent, ready to come in for Beira. RMP approach, down into runway. So I'll see you guys when we get back. Hi guys, welcome back to the flight deck. Right now we're just getting ready to come down for our top of descent. So we're going to come down for 10,000 feet as we get ready to ride into Beira. So you can see vertical deviation car in just a moment's time, as we are now currently heading on to 275. So there's our top of descent as we come down, as we do have some rough air in the air still on our way down, on our arrival down into the air. So as you can see, There's our RNAV, the Etzbach 2 Bravo. And there's our descent now. Throttles are in idle position. Bring our throttles back with it as we now start to make that descent down. Currently heading for the 274, as you can see with winds, we've got 26 knot winds now hitting from the sides we're coming. Descending through flight level 330 now. So, and as you can see now, we're going for 238 on our descent. And in for the RNAV. As you can see, the RNAV headed, which is right here. See it all for our initial and everything like that. We are going to be, we'll set up our approach as we get closer to the airport. So passing through 31,008 now. And on our final fixes, we've got Applin, which is 1800 above. And then from Applin, we're then going to come down and start the descent from Applin to runway 30. So passing through 300 now, we can tell the cabin crew to get ready. Engine start switches are continuous, anti-ice is on, wing anti-ice can stay off now. As we track down through flight level 300, we can go in and get our performance. So we'll check out fuel quantity 6.6. We're looking to have 6.2 by the time we come back, so take 4 off of that will be 59.3. Okay, so we go flaps 30, 141, plus 5, 155, plus 5 to 10. As you see, we're going to be coming down into some rough weather. Passing through flight level 290 now. Temperature is starting to increase now as we descend down. So for our speed, we've got 59.3. Can arm the speed brakes, we won't open them, we'll just leave them armed as we come down for 28. On for our next fix, we can see that we've got weather in the area for us now as we come in. On our progress, we're looking to get at 1527 for the airport. 1514 for our initial. So on the right half we can check our descent profile as well. So vertical half angle, so vertical bearing is 3.8 and the flight path angle is 27. So VS would be 2572. We need to be staying on in order for us to be on the right flight path. As we come down, checking out now on our headings 275 and the 218. Which is set. As we come around now for the airport, we'll get our charts up. We're ready to come in. So we're going to be coming on the RNAV 296 is the last course. This approach climb direct to Earth at 1500. And LNAV MDA is 350 315. And we've got 450 for 415. And there's 450. As we're now going to get ready to make that left turn onto 218. Which is set. So we're going to that left turn now. And you can see our speed now is decelled. As we now make that left turn around. Come past Etzbach for Ivova. Got a bank angle limit as well. Passing through 240. to descend through 230. Have to go down now for 133. Worst of as we've just passed. There's only a tiny little speck in front of us. Passing through flight level 200. Only passing through 21. And you can see we've got the rain as well. So 450 set on the minimums. Pass through 23 nautical miles from Espa. Currently heading now for the 218, and then we'll go on to the 30440 over, which is that right turn. Passing through flight level 200 now. Good sponsor is 6. And trans is 2000. So on our speeds, can turn the wheel on as well. So on our speeds 266 and then 222. So for our descent checklist, we can go into our brake speeds now. So 59.6. So we are coming in for runway Foxtrot Quebec 330. Position is wet. Wind is around 270-35. QNH is 1016. It's going to be 59.3 we have. 3. Okay, flaps 30. AC is auto. Anti-ice will be off. Brakes all, everything else is all good there. Let's check our braking. So, advisory. So we're going to need max for auto brake number 3. So we'll take max auto brake when we come down. As we're just getting ready now to make that right turn onto the 314, engine anti-ice can now be turned on, and we'll now turn to the 314, which is set. On our arrival time, we're looking to arrive at 15:27, so in around about 15 minutes. As we now go into that right hand turn for Pittsburgh. And we'll just give it 25 rebank. Okay, go to that right hand turn now. Okay, so 20 bank. This aircraft's only pulling around 20 bank. Okay, passing through 14,000. You can see when we do touch base on for the arrival for Edsbun. You can see we're coming in on 312, and that'll be for 3003. So we've got Vivid Sky in that I installed yesterday, the day before this flight flew, and it does It does look nice with my Reshade preset that I added in as well. So we're going to slow down now to 250 to get ready to go under 10,000 feet. Auto brake set to max, coming in for flaps 30. 141 will plus 7 in for 148. As we slow down now to 250. And then from that decel point, 223. Okay. So we seem to have got over the worst of the weather and the clouds, etc. As we come down, going to leave the speed brakes open as we are going to carry on decelling, so they can stay open for now. As there's our decel point, we are perfectly on the profile for the arrival. As we'll now see the speed drop down to 222. So there's a decel, just ready to touch over. So throttles are retard again. Then come down, passing through 10,000 feet. We'll turn our runway tunnels, landing lights. We'll leave our taxis off. The world can go on. We'll tell the cabin to get ready. There's 240. The speed brakes can now manipulate the throttles as we are now connected back to the servo, as we need to stay now on the charts 3,300 above out of over, so the aircraft will continue to descend down as it's just descending at a slower rate than idle, so we can manipulate the throttles. Okay, so we're throttling back to idle now. If we check on our descent, we can see the vertical bearings at the flight path angle 1.5 we're currently coming down, and 2.5 as we are waiting now to descend through to 3,300 above, which we have set 3,300, and then once we come down from Edinburgh to the 312, Over is going to be the initial approach fix, and then we follow it down onto the 296. So we can currently set the 296, which is set, passing through 9003, ready to hit over, and weather seems to look okay now as we come in to the airport. So passing 9,000 feet now. As we are all set now, ready to come in for the RNAV approach, so we'll start to bring the control columns over. As we get them all set, 1016 is to be at 2,000 feet. See, visibility isn't all that great either. As we come down, passing through 8002, our next decel for 223 just before over, which is our initial approach fix. So we'll throttle the idle back, 7009. So here come the winds. And close in now. It's rain, as you can see, we're still over water. Okay, so as we come down now, and FMMI, which is armed, could perform the Ian. So we turn the glide slope off, and that should give us the Ian once we come on. But then again, we haven't got a frequency anyway. and the RNABs. So 318 now from the 314 as we then get ready to backtrack in for the 312, and that'll take us on to the 296. So as we get ready now, our initial approach fix, as you can see, is Evoba, and at Ampman it'll be 1800, so 6003. There's 1008 touchdown on. There's the rain coming in now. Auto brake is set to max. As we are all set, we should now pass our next decel, which on for Evoba is 223. So let's still save 240. I can just see the runways just in our sights. So we can slow the aircraft now to 223, and we can tell it on the descent, follow its path still. So speed brakes are armed. We can turn on our window wipers. So we've got speed brakes which are armed and checked. Auto brake is set. I'm going to start coming down now as we go on to the 296, which is set. Okay, so we've got to our flaps up speed now. Passing through 5,000 feet. Okay, and as we line up now with the runway, and I'll go to our flaps 5. So as we come in now to the airport, going through 4008, told the aircraft to continue its path. As we now go to our flaps 5, you can see the aircraft still struggling with its turbulence. So we are all set. We've got engine start switches which are continuous, which is set. As we get ready now, 1800 above by Appleb, and then we'll start to get the aircraft all ready and configured. So going on to 296, you can see we've got 35 knot winds. Coming over, I'm going to keep the window wipers on, as there will be more weather to come as we come in. 2,000 feet or just around is going to be for our Q&H. So we're on flaps 5 now. We'll go to a flaps 15 in just a second. As the rain's going to come back and forwards. Okay, so go to flaps 15, get out. That way it will just make things a little easier on our way as we come down for the airport. Because when that wind kicks in, we don't want to be left struggling, as things are going to get heated very quick. So coming down to flaps 15, we've got flaps 30, 141, we're going to plus 7 it for 148. There's the rain coming back slowly, passing through 3005, we've got 1800, and for our minimums, which is 450, we'll round over to the next 100, so we'll put that down for about 600 feet. As we get near to 1800 above, which is going to be the second point, which we can see now, 296, which are on for Appleb. We start at 3.23 degree glide path. We're coming for 147, so we're looking around 850 feet per minute, so we'll be fully configured by the time we get to Appleb, and our missed approach point is runway 30. Okay, so Appleb now, so we're going to go to flaps 30. And we'll come down now to our VREV speed of +7, which is 148. So put the QNHs back now. And what we can do is do a little bit of hand flying. So what we do is we disconnect the autopilot and we disconnect the auto throttle, and now I have full control of the aircraft. So we'll keep descending down, as the rain is going to come back.
2500.
So we come down for around 850 a minute. As you can see, with that wind just pushing us over. Okay, so 1800 feet, we're going to get above Ablum, and then we'll start our descent down. So we're watching the puppies now, waiting for them reds to start to come to life. As we come in view, and we'll catch it visually. So we'll just go over to the right a little. So there's 1800. And we start to come down now. So, as I say, I'm going to leave the wipers on, just in case the rain does come back, as I'm not going to have time to sort that all out. So let's get right over now, use a bit of rudder as well, swing the aircraft over, so we can get in line with the airport. Okay, so there we go. So the wind will pull us back. Just gives us a little bit of room to work with as we come down. So we're just waiting for the puppies now. So there's one red.
1000.
There's 2
1,000
red.
feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Flaps are 30, gear is down, 3 green. Speed brake is armed, auto brake is set to max. Currently coming down now visually. And we are fully established for our approach. Okay, so we didn't get no rain in the end. I thought we did, as it was predicted to come.
500.
So slow speed down. Minimums continue. There's 2 red.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Okay, speed brake is up. And reverse is inactive. Oh, that was something. Okay, 80 knots. Speed brakes can be retracted. And manual braking. Reverse is back in. And speed brake can be retracted. As we get ready now, we'll go down to the very end, as we can now turn off our wipers. There we go. As you see, that is how bad the wind is. Just letting go for a second, and you see the aircraft get pulled around. So, speed brakes are now in. We can turn the auto brake off. As you can see, I can't really even take my hands off because the wind's that bad. And we can retract the flaps. I don't think there's going to be much rush to get off the airport as a doubt whether there's going to be anybody else. So, there we are guys, we are down in Beira for the arrival. Apologies about the wipers, I thought the rain was going to come as it was touch and go. So I left them in as didn't really have much time to change anything there. But we've still got a great cinematics to come as we get ready to now vacate off the runway. We can see what that landing was like as we really did come round. So coming off now, we'll get ready to pull off the runway. Flaps nearly fully retracted. And there we are. And there we are guys. So we'll taxi on round now to the ramp and I'll leave you with the landing cinematics. So don't forget to like and subscribe guys, leave your comments down below and I'll see you all very soon for the next available flight on the channel. So take care for now guys, bye bye.